Hi, everybody. This is day, see if I can move this up a little, 1,451. 1,451. Okay, days since Richard was premeditatedly murdered on Fort Bliss. We have the receipts. Okay, we have the receipts. Richard, there's no other option. We have the receipts. Richard was murdered on Fort Bliss, um, July 2020, and we want his remains. We don't have his remains, but what we do have is a trail of evidence, a trail left behind by the rogue breakaway criminal, the original response team in Richard's case. They've left a trail, and that trail was, you know, nothing new. That's why there's such a huge trail. It's nothing new. They've been participating in criminal activity before Richard got there, before Richard got to and but Richard is a hero, right? He's a hero. He got to El Paso, and he was then deployed to Qatar, and he told us while he was in Qatar that it was so bad because Richard was a distinguished honor graduate for his cycle and basic training and AIT. He was a black belt in karate. He wanted to be a CID investigator agent. He wanted to be a private investigator, an investigator, and to stop crime. He wanted to be a crime stopper, right? And he joined the military to get that training, to earn some money. And what seems to be the case, what we're getting to the bottom of, is this trail of LLCs. Okay, this trail of LLCs. And they've had a long time to maneuver, manipulate, and everything with these LLCs and all the connections with the LLCs to conduct their criminal activity, and of course, the prime suspects in Richard's case is Richard's platoon leader, Dallas Hart. And, there's always all this talk about, oh no, he was in the platoon. Look, there is no, we have corroborating evidence that he was Richard's platoon leader. Why would anyone believe somebody that is an unreliable source, somebody that is a confirmed convicted criminal, somebody that is reporting their family as engaging in incest and child sexual assault and buying weapons illegally and child pornography, and in addition to having, and we have corroborating evidence with that, and we have the FBI file number, and why, when you have a mental health issue there also, because that's part of this too, um, for a very healthy family, you need good mental health, right? You need order and obedience to a moral base, right? This is why faith, religion can never, ever, ever be overcome, because every society, that is the foundation. The foundations of social order is a faith, right? Is a creed. In our case, it's a Nicene Creed, it's Apostles' Creed. And then, of course, you have the historical documents, the Te Deum Laudamus. You have, of course, the Lord's Prayer, and you have um, of course, the whole tenets of the Ten Commandments. And, this is the basis of social order. If you don't have that, you have chaos. And you saw that, with the assassination attempt on President Trump. Uh, they are asking all these questions about what happened. And people are doing that because they've lost faith in the way the media reports. And in Richard's case, that's exactly true, because Bob Moore of El Paso Matters was not reporting accurately, right? And he was using a prime suspect in Richard's case as a source. And this prime suspect has a criminal history, has a confirmed convicted criminal history, has a history with Richard's platoon leader, the mother of Richard's platoon leader, the other prime suspect in the murder of Richard. And he's using her as a source, and of course all the other family the unhealthiness. It's an unfit family. And the Hart family is an unfit family. And but and they, because of that, they've left a trail of unfitness, right? Unfitness. And so that's what we are going to be presenting, everything that we have found with that, and this long history in El Paso, and of course connected to, Hawaii and all of that. But and how this is part of the motive to undo Richard, to smear Richard, to discredit Richard. What did they have to lose that they had to carry out, in our opinions, such a terrible thing on our son? And, they're the prime suspects of the murder of Richard. So, we want everyone to know how that happened, why that happened, why they are the suspects. And it's, very clear that Richard was a whistleblower.